Let's go ahead and do the poll for this week. I might end up doing a self-care. I think it's important to take care of our mental and physical health during this time. Tensions are better spent and expelled through action in a healthy way. So getting up and moving around, or making sure you're going out and getting your exercise. I know some people are comfortable going back to the gyms. Other people are finding other avenues of exercise, but really a good idea to go out and do some of that. Just kind of set this up just a little bit. Let's do, okay, let's go ahead and get into our poll for Monday. So we did Earth Magic, and then we're going to do some self-care as well, and we've already shuffled that deck, so we'll just pull that off as soon as we're ready. And let's go ahead and see what we have here. Okay. I did a little edit right there because I'm watching an older dog for a family member, and she kind of had a little coughing fit, so she's getting kind of tired in her old age. So anyway, let's get back to this. Not too surprised about what's going on here. Monday, the card that was pulled for the theme was the Nine of Needles in Shadow. And so maybe we're having a little bit of a challenge with our self-confidence. We might be picking on ourselves a little bit. And because of the retrograde, and then we're also in a shadow retrograde, so we're about to go into 2 retrogrades with some pretty significant planets. And with that, we might not be just bullying ourselves. We might be a little rough on other people right now. Maybe a little judgmental, a little short-tempered, a little quick on the negative energies. And there's definitely a reason for that. I'm not going to go back into it, but watch the Wednesday video for a little bit more information on that. So with this, we want to focus on our positive qualities. And be really mindful how we're talking to ourselves. That is so important, to talk not kindly to ourselves. Just making sure that we have, if we are talking negative to ourselves, I personally, I've worked a lot on my shadow work, and I don't catch myself being too negative about myself, but I will admit that I have been very snappy and quick to just do the negative stuff on social. So that's been my practice in trying to just kind of back up a little bit, rein that in a little bit. Yes, there's a lot on the line. Yes, we need to get up and we need to be strong and present with what we're doing, and that is absolutely the big thing right there, is present. So when we lose control, when we strike out, when we just spew forward, that is working with a pain body. and you've triggered a pain body, and there's a lot of triggers out there right now. And when you do that, you go into an automated response. And it is important for us as beings, flawed beings, if we can, some of our best shadow work is done when we can catch ourselves before we go into that automated response. Using that third eye, backing up, and just being really aware of how we're choosing to respond. So this period of time we can really embrace as being a great time for that, that type of shadow work. Now, as we go through our challenge for the week, that energy is the star in shadow. So feeling lost and confused, discouraged, we need to trust in ourselves. Our dreams are still there. Our hopes are still there. We will get past this. One way or the other, we have to accept whatever the outcome is for the elections. There's going to be positive and negative no matter who wins and no matter who loses. But there is, we just have to move forward through this. And we just need to really believe in ourselves. So despite whatever outcome, we just need to really believe in ourselves and stay strong with this. Today's energy to use is actually the Nine of Candles in shadow. So we might be feeling really overwhelmed by the challenges that are around us. It could be personal, it could be relationship. We are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde right now, and we're going to get into more of that tomorrow. But communication is a big thing, and we've been in Mercury being retrograde. We've been working in that shadow for a little bit now, and now it's going to be fully upon us, so we need to take a breath. There's a reason why life feels kind of difficult right now. But this is going to be short term, so we're almost through it. Just a couple more weeks to go here. We are this is moving fairly quickly because we are working with candles. Candles traditionally representing wands, so we're working in days, which makes sense. And actually a little bit closer to more like weeks, because we really do have to get through this November 3rd thing. And Mercury goes out of retrograde November 3rd, so this really is a pretty critical point right now. Now, the energy to avoid today is actually the Page of Candles. And so, remember when I was saying earlier how we don't really want to engage with any new projects right now unless they're really coming with an ease. It's just falling on our laps. Having to go through and deal with retrograde, it's really important that we just not start any new big things right now. Just kind of pause on it. Do your research on it, that sort of thing, but don't actually engage in it until we get down the road just a little bit further here. When we go through and we're working with our positive focus for today, this is the Four of Candles. And so there is a celebration going on here. There's a stability that's maybe underscoring all of the chaos that's going on around us. There is a security there. And that plays in really well as far as like when we talk about, the star and trusting yourself and your dreams are still there. There's some call for some celebration today. And others are noticing, and maybe they're noticing how hard you're working to make sure that communication is open, that maybe they are aware that you've been tense lately and that you're trying to work on that and shake that off as much as you can and stay focused. We do need to remember, though, that there is still, we can take the pause and do some celebration. There's still a lot of work to do here as well. So that is Monday. I'm going to go ahead and pull Tuesday as well, just because I have some stuff going on for Tuesday. And we'll get that posted out as quickly as we can as well. Thank you so much for joining. Please do subscribe. This is a very new channel. Yes, funny enough, still working out some kinks as far as, and we'll get into more of the communications and the challenges that have been going on with that, so it does not surprise me that there's been some hit and miss as we get the new channel up and running, but it's getting better every day. So do hit subscribe, and if you have any questions or anything, please do go over to the Etsy page. You can ask questions over there through the messaging. You can also do some other tarot selections. If you have anything specific, let me know as well, and we can go ahead and arrange that. I thank you so much for joining, and thank you, Spirit Guides, for your message today. Thank you.